Corey Parks with HydroHelp911. I want to shoot a quick video on how to waterproof your basement from the exterior. When we talk about this, we're going to talk about the one and done, or the buy once, cry once when it comes to waterproofing your basement below from the outside. The first step is install gutters on your home. This may seem like common sense, but you would be surprised how many homes we go to that don't have gutters, or that the gutters are not clean and free of leaves and debris. Also, the best practice is that once you clean those gutters, stay on it. You have to stay on it, especially during the fall. You may have to clean it 3, 4, 5 times, but during the early spring and early summer, you may not have to clean it at all. Second step is extend those gutters away from your home. We prefer going underground using PVC piping, such as what we've talked about in many other videos. But nonetheless, even if you go on top of the ground, get those gutters at least 6 foot away from your home, but the further is better. It is preferred that they empty at the road or in a drainage ditch or into the woods, where the water will come out of the PVC pipe or the drainage pipe of your choice, run downhill and away from your foundation. Next step is, and this is a big one, dig your basement out completely to waterproof it. You're going to have to expose those foundation walls. There are many systems out there for waterproofing your basement. This is truly one area that you cannot overkill it. The more, the better. We prefer a 3-layer system and pressure washing the walls clean so that everything sticks to it like it should. Layer 1 in our 3-layer system is a skim coat of mortar or surface bond. This layer reduces the size of the pores in the concrete or the block, allowing the next layer to be that much more effective. The second layer, a liquid applied waterproof coating. We prefer a spray-on coating. This ensures that the waterproofing product gets in every little nook, crack, and crevice. Lastly, the third layer, drainage board. If any water was to get up next to the foundation, the drainage board would allow a free channel for that water to flow down to the foundation drains that we're going to talk about in a minute. While the basement is dug out and before backfilling, install that foundation drain and make sure that you install it beside the footing. A lot of contractors will cut this corner and install it on top of the footing. Make sure it goes beside the footing. Make sure that you also use a DOT approved non-woven geotextile fabric to prevent the drains from clogging. This is a fabric that you can't buy at your local Lowe's or Home Depot. You're going to have to go to a specialty store in our area similar to Site One or Whitecap to be able to get this. Once you're done installing those foundation drains with that DOT approved fabric, install a little bit of gravel in there and create a burrito. Make a burrito out of that where it's a sealed system where no dirt can get in there and clog that pipe. After you make that burrito, finish backfilling the rest with stone. This significantly reduces any settlement from other contractors who will just push dirt back down in there. The problem with pushing dirt back down in there is you can't compact that dirt up against the basement wall. If you use equipment to try to compact it, you could end up pushing your wall in, creating foundation damage. Backfilling with all gravel not only reduces the settlement, but it also prevents hydrostatic pressure from building up and pushing inward on the walls as it does when a basement is backfilled with clay soil. The last thing you want to do is put a layer of soil on top of the gravel, roughly 15 to 20 inches thick. This is so that you can plant your bushes and flowers. The soil also needs to slope away. I guess this would technically be your last step. Make sure that soil is sloping away from the home. The North Carolina-South Carolina Building Code requires that soil to slope 6 inches for the first 10 feet. We think this is the bare minimum, and this is actually an area where the building code doesn't do a good job of talking. We recommend 8 to 10 inches for the first 10 feet. And this number can actually be more and is based on the following. How new is the home? How deep is the basement? We ask these things because if you just built your home 2 months ago and you dug 8 foot down for a basement, the amount of settlement that's going to occur will be significantly more than if your home was built on a crawl space where the footer was only 16 inches down. You can imagine the amount of settlement from 8 foot dug down into the ground versus just 16 inches. Again, this is where the code does not do a good job, and why we stress to people that the building code for any state is the minimum. Most people don't realize that, but when you get the books, the building code book, it says on there minimum building code. It don't say just building code. Lastly, ensure all concrete around the home, such as the driveways, sidewalks, and patios, slope away from the home. If they do not, installation of channel drains is highly recommended. Now you can reinstall any flower beds or grass back. Hopefully this video helps. It truly is the ultimate guide to waterproofing your home. We know it is a big project. We know it is going to be pricey. Even if you do it yourself, it's going to be super expensive. But the last thing you want to do is finish that basement and have water getting in, ruining your flooring, your drywall, and then also the headache of having to get a shop vac, mops, squeegees, and stuff like that after every rain to clean the waters in your basement. Nobody wants to deal with that. We hope this video helps, and we look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks.